Well, we're in South Florida, which means the weather will be wacky. It's 80 degrees, currently cloudy. It rained earlier. It could rain again later. It is very humid here in Miami. Well, the first time these two teams met, remember, it was the Dolphins that were undefeated. They were rolling. The Patriots were struggling at 1-2. A lot has changed since that point. New England has flipped the switch. They've gone 8-1. Their scoring margin plus 92. The points per game back to what we expect from New England. Meanwhile, for Miami, they've been teetering, trying to find consistency. Obviously, they lost their quarterback for an extended period of time as Tannehill missed 5 games with the shoulder trouble. Miami won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. So Jason Sanders will kick it off to Cordero Patterson for New England. Has a kickoff return for 95 yards and a touchdown this season. Miami enters action. 1 game behind Baltimore for the second wild card spot in the AFC. We're underway in Miami. Booming kick. The Patriots will have it at the 25-yard line to open things up. And Tom Brady, he can etch his name into the record books yet again. He's got 579 career touchdowns. That's regular season and playoffs combined. The next one will give him the all-time record combining both regular season and postseason.
Yeah, very relaxed last night when we met with him. He said for the first time this season that the Patriots offense is finally whole, having Burkhead back, Gronkowski healthy, and all his receivers available.
Running play on first down. Sony Michel picks up 3 yards running inside for New England. And that starting offense for the Patriots, they come in ranked 7th in total offense. They are 7th in scoring. They have not been lower than top 5 in scoring since 2009, and that year they finished 6th. And there's still time left. 4 games remaining in the season. Patriots enter action at 9-3. Well, they go with this fullback set in the eye. Devlin blocking for Michel. Keeps the legs turning, and forward progress will get him out to the 32-yard line. Another gain of 3 as Brown just tossed someone down. Trent Brown got into it, and Akeem Spence is chirping as well for Miami. Defensively for the Dolphins, they come in ranked 29th in team defense. They're not getting huge sack numbers from Quinn or Wake this season. The base is more nickel, so you'll see a lot of Minkah Fitzpatrick, McCain, and McTyer. No Xavier Howard, losing one of the best players in the NFL this week to a knee injury. 3rd and 4. Brady got a first down to Josh Gordon. He drags defenders with him. 16 yards on the strike from Brady, and this drive continues as Fitzpatrick was holding on.
And they go right to the rookie Fitzpatrick here. And Gordon is going to get about 10 extra yards after contact. They went with a dime defense that time, but man-to-man on Gordon by the rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick. Brady sees it all.
And the Patriots actually have not been very good on 3rd and medium this year. Last in the NFL between 3 yards and 6 yards to gain. They get it there on a 3rd and 4. Brady, play fake. Deep shot. He hits Edelman. First down, again, working against Fitzpatrick. You think Brady can find the right matchup every single time? Basically, that covers 17 yards.
Well, the play action is going to give Brady a little bit of extra time here. Great move by Edelman as he faked the crossing route. Fitzpatrick went for it, and Brady finds a wide open number 11 for another New England first down.
Yeah, Brady anticipated that Miami would try to replicate what Tennessee did, jamming the A-gap, and if they do blitz, he said, we'll be ready for it. I'll just get rid of the football quicker. Tennessee had a fine defensive performance against New England. On a give to Michel, he falls forward and picks up 3 yards in the process.
And what we're seeing offensively out of the Patriots, Josh McDaniels going with Devlin at fullback. Remember, he scored twice last week against the Vikings, but this is turning the clock back in NFL football. A lot of these rookie defenders just out of college have never seen a lead fullback like a Devlin who goes at 255 pounds.
Patterson is in. This is a 2nd and 7 opening drive for New England. Motion man Patterson, they pitch it. Michel turns the corner, comes up short of the first down. Jones ranging over, and McCain and Fitzpatrick getting him down low. 3.5 yard gain, depending on the spot, for the rookie Sony Michel out of Georgia.
Well, watch Devlin. 6'3", 255 pounds, along with the huge Trent Brown, clear the way for Michel to pick up about 7 yards there. So it's almost like having an extra offensive lineman in the game that also has the versatility to catch the ball out of the backfield and carry it.
Michel is averaging 89 rushing yards in wins, 38 rushing yards in losses, trying to establish him early. 3rd and 3 for New England. On the move. Brady, plenty of time, and he hits his man. Edelman makes sure that he's there for the first down. He landed right at the marker, realized there was no one around him, so he just wiggled his body for an extra yard.
Really heads up by Edelman. Zone coverage here by the Dolphins, so you're going to see him just settle down in the void here. And now, boy, I need maybe a couple more inches to pick up the first down. Nobody's touched me. And he does a little curly move there. Pick up the first down. One
of the young stars in the NFL, Xavier Howard, a lockdown corner, not available today for Miami. Nothing there for Sony Michel. T.J. McDonald helps stone him at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, finally a positive play defensively for the Dolphins. McDonald playing close to the line of scrimmage, unblocked to drop Michel.
Well, the problem last week for Miami and for Matt Burke, gave up a lot of yards, 415, but they didn't break. They got the win 21-17. Tannehill hit Stills for that fourth quarter touchdown to secure the victory. Play fake. Brady tosses it out to Patterson. Has some space. Patterson walking the tightrope. He's got a first down. Chunks of yards for New England. And Brady just picking his spots based on how much time he has.
Well, watch Patterson right here after the fake. The Dolphins dropping into their zones, leave him wide open on the sideline. And it's up to Alonso and McCain to knock him out of bounds. But oftentimes the guy the ball is faked to is dropped by the defense, and that's what happened that time.
You'll see a bunch of jet motions as well for New England.
Especially with Patterson.
Handoff. Michel, head of steam. Takes it inside the 5. Good block from David Andrews up front. Patriots are knocking on the door. A 5-yard gain for Michel.
Really good opening drive. 10 plays, 70 yards. Good balance. 6 rushes, 4 passes. Will they finally target Rob Gronkowski in the red zone?
Yeah, he does not have a catch this season in the red zone. Hard to believe when you look at the numbers, but something New England has done in the red zone. They've run the football effectively. They have 31 touchdowns the last 2 seasons rushing. Compare that to Miami. They have just 8. Oh, miscommunication there. The timing was off. Michel bulldozes and nearly got to the goal line. He and Brady ran into one another on the handoff.
Well, Brady spins out after taking the snap and expecting Michel to take it on his right side, but Michel with a great effort after the near fumble on the exchange.
The Patriots bring in an extra offensive lineman. It's LaAdrian Waddle. This is a 3rd and goal, 12th play of the drive. New England looking to strike first. Inside handoff. Devlin, did he get there? He did. Touchdown. James Devlin is a touchdown machine.
Hey, he got 2 last week, and it's just a straight-ahead blast play. Watch how low Devlin goes here. Great block that time by Tooney. And on the right side, Marcus Cannon opening a huge hole. And he just gets in before Alonso lays it to him.
Pumping the fist, James Devlin. 6 carries this season, 4 touchdowns. We'll talk about efficiency.
You got to renegotiate.
Oh, he was agent. Gostkowski. It hits the post. Stephen Gostkowski, his first miss on an extra point this season, and it comes on the opening drive. The Patriots with a 6-0 lead. Devlin lunging for the score. New England out in front. Well, the film doesn't lie. James Devlin, 4 rushing touchdowns in the last 4 games. You have to assume Miami knew the potential was there, and they still couldn't stop it. Kickoff from Gostkowski, who just missed the extra point. And this one is coming out to the 25-yard line.
Well, let's take a look at his touchdowns. This is against Tennessee earlier this year, and they all look very similar, don't they? It's just a power move by Devlin getting low. Remember, 255 pounds, and he just barely gets in before Alonso comes over. But 5 rushing touchdowns in his career. He averages about 1 yard a carry.
You said to Tom Brady, he's affecting your rushing numbers, James Devlin.
Yeah, you would expect a quarterback sneak or something out of Brady, but now that he's over 1,000 yards, maybe that doesn't matter anymore.
Tannehill on a give. First play from scrimmage, and it's the ageless Frank Gore. Lawrence Guy with a tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup. Ryan Tannehill at home. Excellent numbers. 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The road, the numbers have been a bit more level.
He told us yesterday that the blueprint for today to beating the Patriots is play the clean game, limit turnovers and penalties, and they got to be better on 3rd downs.
Only 175 yards of offense last week, 60 in the second half, yet still got the win over Buffalo. 2 tight ends in this formation, Gesicki and O'Leary. 2nd and 6. They sell the fake. Tannehill fires, complete at the 45, and it's Devontae Parker. Parker had a touchdown last week. It was his first touchdown since week 2 of last season.
Yeah, after the play fake to Frank Gore, you've got to respect Gore. Tannehill gets back and throws a perfect strike here to Parker. Parker beats Gilmore, and rarely is Gilmore beat by that much, but this is a great fake. Showing the ball, pulling it out just in time, and then finding his receiver.
Patriots are in nickel right now. It's 1st and 10 for Miami, just short of the 45-yard line. 6-0 lead for New England. Showing the pistol formation. Nice fake. Tannehill makes his move upfield, and he's got a 1st down. And Tannehill is a gifted runner. That's a 13-yard rip for Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, and I asked him about whether he'd be more cautious because of the injuries that he's had, but perfect fake on the read option. Hightower goes for Gore, and he's got his eyes on Hightower the whole way. Looks like that Texas A&M Aggie offense working for the Dolphins.
Tannehill has 16 300-yard games in his career. 5 of them have come against New England. 8 straight home wins for Miami with Tannehill at quarterback. It's a give. Oh, Gore chewing up yards. Frank Gore down the sideline. And he's finally brought down by Daron Harmon. Frank Gore, future Hall of Famer. 4th player, 35 or older, to gain over 600 yards on the ground in select company.
Well, he's 35 years old. He's going to go 36 yards here. Great job coming around on the pull by Jawan James from his tackle position. Look at that block by James, wiping out McCourty. And the veteran move by Gore pushes James into his block and down into the red zone.
Miami goes with 6 offensive linemen. Wesley Johnson is in. 1st and goal. Tannehill tosses. Got the angle. Touchdown. Kenny Stills. The impressive opening drive for the Dolphins.
Just a sprint out. Again, the athleticism of Tannehill, and Stills gets to the pylon for the score. Nice combination route there as Parker goes inside to create some type of traffic problems. But the ball perfectly placed to Stills as he can make the catch, eye of the pylon, and score.
When we talked to Kenny Stills, he talked about mindset training, visualizing the ball in the air, seeing a tunnel between himself and the football, and he's been working with someone on that for the last 2 years.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Macy's. The Spark Cash Card from Capital One. And by Pepsi. the official soft drink of the NFL.
Three straight games, opening drive touchdowns for the Miami Dolphins. First time that's happened since 1998. Dan Marino was at quarterback. So the Dolphins take a 7-6 lead on New England. And that same narrative will keep popping up. The Patriots handling the heat and struggling down in South Florida. There really has not been a lot of fun in the sun for the New England Patriots when they travel down to Miami. 4 of their last 5 games here have been losses. Apparently Gronk is barbecuing. What's the mascot doing?
He is tearing down the Patriots sandcastle.
That's not right.
The Empire.
And Bill's got the hoodie on the beach.
Burr.
Shotgun for Tom Brady. Rex Burkhead is in. First down from the 25. Swing it to Burkhead. Dances his way for a couple of extra yards. Hit by the combination of McMillan and Wake. Well, Rex Burkhead, he said the one positive about the neck injury, Dan, he does have fresh legs, at least for now.
Yeah, and he stayed in it mentally, getting all the mental reps and staying in the loop, as he said. I asked him, you know, what does he bring to this offense? He just used one word: versatility. He's a perfect receiver out of the backfield, but also a very tough runner between the tackles.
2nd and 7 for New England. Motion man Edelman. Brady is a perfect 5 of 5 on the day. 6 of 6. Hits Gronkowski. And he gets hit down low by Jerome Baker, the linebacker. 6-yard pickup, just short of the first down.
That's a very impressive tackle by the rookie Baker. Watch as he knows that Gronkowski wide open here. He ducks underneath the stiff arm of Gronkowski to keep him a yard and a half away from the first down.
And Gronk actually had 3 penalties last week in that 24-10 win over Minnesota. Decisive victory. Once again, New England showing off its diverse attack with 471 yards of offense. They held Minnesota to 278. They need a yard. They didn't get it. Rex Burkhead blown up by Kiko Alonso. It's 4th down.
Well, there's no Devlin in the game, so Alonso knows there's only one back. He's going to fill this hole and drop Burkhead for a loss. Big play by Alonso. 2 big plays back-to-back by linebackers for the Dolphins. First Baker stopping Gronk, and now Kiko with the loss of Burkhead.
Ryan Allen to kick it, and the former Patriot, Danny Amendola, the return man from the 21. Shake and bake move across the 25. A 7-yard return, 47-yard punt. Nate Ebner, the tackle on special teams. Miami with the football and the lead. First quarter. Running back is not a position that you normally associate with older players. 35 or older. Riggins, Emmitt Smith, Marcus Allen, Frank Gore in that category. Gore gets the call and picks up 4 yards. Frank Gore, who is number 4 all time in rushing, but now when you combine yards from scrimmage for Frank Gore, he's at that level as well. You're talking about Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Marshall Faulk, and Gore has just passed LaDainian Tomlinson on that list.
Hall of Famers across that list. Gore will add to that list.
Devontae Parker in motion on a 2nd and 6 for Miami. 2:46 to play in the opening quarter.
Lewis, let's go! Omaha!
Running play. Frank Gore, flag down. So first penalty of the day, Pete Morelli's crew. They're middle of the pack if you look at total penalties. 3rd most in roughing the passer calls. So just something to keep your eye on.
Holding, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. Will be added to the end of the run.
So they'll move the chains on the hold against New England.
And in talking to Adam Gase and Dow Loggins, offensive coordinator, about their plans for Gore today. They like to have him about 30 plays. That's not touches, but just in the game for 30 plays. But Kenyon Drake is the guy they expect to have some impact. He's the guy that makes the touchdowns, 4 rushing and 4 receiving for the Dolphins so far this year.
Working out of the gun on first down from the 42 for Miami. Tannehill puts it in the air. It's dropped. Devontae Parker could not secure it. NFL Today update. Let's head it to New York. JB, Coach Cowher.
KC strikes first.
Yeah, KC gets on the board first, up 7-0 with his Daniel Williams 1-yard touchdown run. Patrick Mahomes 5 of 6 on a 75-yard drive.
Ian
7-0.
Eagle, Dan Fouts, and Evan Washburn.
Well, the questions, of course, how does Kansas City replace Kareem Hunt? You've got Williams, you've got Spencer Ware. They're going to do it by committee. Second down and 10 for Miami. Tannehill, quick throw, nearly intercepted by Gilmore. He's having a Pro Bowl season. Devontae Parker, the intended target, and Gilmore, that one's going to be tough to watch again for him.
Well, it would have been a touchdown, too, because he makes a break on this ball. It would have been his first career interception return for a touchdown, but the pressure on Tannehill comes a little bit late. Just a bad read by Tannehill. So it was man-to-man coverage and a spectacular play by Gilmore that could have been even better.
It was Drake that was helping in the blocking scheme and did not do the job. 4-receiver set. Rush coming. Tannehill gets crushed by Hightower. Patriots fans travel well, and you can hear them here in South Florida.
Well, it's his first sack of the year. Hightower on a blitz. Kind of reads the opening in the blocking pattern and comes right into the face of Tannehill.
A loss of 9 on the play. Matt Hawk to punt it. What a season he's having in his second year from Arizona State. They block it. Patriots come away with it. New England gets the penetration. Big play for the Pats.
Albert McLennan, second time the Patriots have blocked a punt this year. Hightower got one against Chicago. Watch number 59, McLennan. Right in here. Right up the middle, right past the center. John Denny. And right to the foot of Hawk.
And Humber came away with the football. New England takes over deep in Miami territory at the 18-yard line. On the give, it is a 1-yard pickup for New England.
Kind of ironic. We've been talking about how good the Dolphins have been on special teams, especially in the punting game with Hawk and the way they've been able to flip the field. They give the Patriots a lot of credit there.
And their special teams coach, Darren Rizzi, also the associate head coach. Adam Gase leans on him so much. And there was a breakdown there for Miami. New England took full advantage and now trying to turn it into points. 2nd and 9. Brady guns it. Hauled in by Edelman. First down, Patriots.
Is there a better receiver making the tough catch over the middle than Julian Edelman? Knows he's going to get hit, and he's going to get hit by big guys too. Linebackers. Here comes Jerome Baker, McClain on his back. Doesn't bother Edelman at all.
First and goal with time winding down in this opening quarter. Brady on a give. Michelle, contact at the 6 and works his way inside the 5. And that'll do it. 1 quarter of play complete. Miami's got the lead, but New England is on the verge of regaining it. More of the NFL on CBS from South Florida after this.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. Try our game day menu. and by Microsoft Surface.
First play of the second quarter. 2nd and goal for New England. Edelman couldn't get there. Rashad Jones works his way over defensively to make the stop on Edelman.
Right, watch Robert Quinn. That forces Edelman back deep into the backfield, throws the timing off with the blockers, and there's Jones coming up with a big tackle. Rashad Jones at 223 pounds excels inside the red zone, close to the line of scrimmage, but that penetration by Quinn was absolutely perfect.
3rd and goal for the Patriots. Looking to go back in front. Brady, fake, Brady, throw, touchdown! Julian Edelman, a dart from Brady. New England takes the lead.
Just a great route by Edelman, faking the slant, working against the rookie, Cornell Armstrong. 3 steps to the middle, and then see you later. Perfect pass from Brady. But again, Brady going after another rookie. First it was the rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick on the first drive, and now Armstrong is victimized by the great route by Edelman.
Now you talk about perfect. Brady is 9 of 9, 74 yards and a touchdown. Gostkowski curves that one through. And it's 13-7, Patriots. How did we get here? A block punt. Special teams. McClellan with the block. Humber the recovery. Brady delivers to Edelman. And New England 13-7 over Miami early second quarter. With that touchdown, Tom Brady moves into 3rd place by himself. Career passing touchdowns, 509 regular season. You combine it with playoffs, and he's got the most in NFL history. That's 580. We asked Brady about it yesterday, and he said, I don't even know the numbers, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, the numbers, he has so many numbers. He's been so great for so long. It's mind-boggling when you break it down and what he has accomplished. And now, so he may not know all the numbers. He knows one number, though, 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah, he did. He said that was actually tougher for him, a bigger challenge than winning the Super Bowls. Miami takes over. You know, Tuesday, the Patriots hosted their 25th annual Children's Holiday Party at Gillette Stadium. 250 children from the Salvation Army and community centers across New England treated to a night filled with holiday fun, games, pizza, presents, Patriots players and cheerleaders on hand. New England 13, Miami 7. Tannehill is 2 of 4 for 22 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown pass to Kenny Stills. Miami trailing here against New England. Motion man Drake. Tannehill guns it in stride. Connection made with Kenny Stills. It's a first down, 21-yard hookup. Let's check in with Evan.
And guys, that was much needed because there was a palpable sense of momentum shifting for Miami, and a big reason why is Adam Gase feels like they have to play with the lead early in this game to do the things they want to do. When they've lost big, especially in Foxborough, they've been behind early in games. Pivotal drive here.
And the message to the team, Evan, from Adam Gase was, hey, we know where we are. This is a one-week season. That's how they're viewing this against New England. A handoff, former Patriot Brandon Bolden. The speed from Bolden. Unlikely touchdown for Miami. 54 yards. A revenge run from Bolden.
Watch the block here from the tight end, rookie Durham Smythe. This is the key one right there on Lawrence Guy, and then the speed to run away from Teron Harmon. Sweet revenge for Brandon Bolden.
He won 2 Super Bowls as a member of the Patriots. Special teams standout during his career. Oh boy, we've got a problem here. A cameraman got run over It's a local in-house camera person, and he has been helped to his feet, and he's up and appears to be okay. Brandon Bolden, the Patriots were nowhere near him, and it was a trip. That's what happened.
He didn't make contact with any player, just lost his footing, and those cameras are heavy. When he started to go down, he went down hard.
It is just the second carry of the season for Bolden. He had one carry for 10 yards and the longest run this year for Miami. Sanders can give them the lead. He knocks it through. 14-13. Dolphins. Brandon Bolden. Scintillating run for the Fish. So what's Brandon Bolden's reward for a 54-yard touchdown run, the longest of his career? Go out and cover kicks, because that's really his job with the Miami Dolphins.
He's excellent at it, but I think he surprised his former teammates with the burst of speed.
There was another gear there for Bolden.
Fresh legs, maybe.
Very fresh. Second carry of the year. And the kickoff from Sanders goes through the back of the end zone. So Tom Brady and the Patriots take the field now, trailing 14-13. Just looking at the Patriot numbers in December, road games, they have been phenomenal. 25-2, except against Miami, where they are 1-5. And it's really the touchdown interception ratio. 38-17 against everybody else, 9 touchdowns, 10 picks. And apparently that guy trying to play a role getting inside Tom Brady's head. Fake it, Brady. Nice toss to Gronkowski. He gets hit down low. And that's where teams tend to target Rob Gronkowski. He's so big, you can't wrestle him down on his upper body.
Well, he's nearly 270 pounds, so defensive backs like Tim McDonald right there are going to go right for the thighs there. Gronkowski has been hit low, obviously, many times, and as a result has had knee and ankle problems. But if you're a defensive back and you've only weighed 220 pounds or less, where else are you going to hit him?
First down for New England. The line of scrimmage is the 42. Handoff to Burkhead. Tried to bounce it, and Kiko Alonso would have none of it. Forward progress will get him a yard. Good penetration from Akeem Spence as well for Miami.
You were talking about the record of the Dolphins against the Patriots and Brady, his problems. Weird things have happened in this series, in this rivalry. How weird is it for Gostkowski to have his first extra point miss of the year?
Go back, the Wildcat.
Absolutely.
The late Tony Sperano trusting David Lee as offensive coordinator to come up with a new game plan, and Ronnie Brown went off that day against the Pats. 2nd and 9. James White is in. He's not been involved as of yet. Brady looks for Cordero Patterson, and Patterson is stacked up at the 46-yard line with a penalty marker down. Alonso in on it with Jerome Baker, the linebackers ganging up on Patterson.
Like we have illegal hands to the face against the Dolphins.
And here's Pete
Illegal
Morelli.
use of hands to the face, number 50. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
It is Andre Branch called for the penalty. First one against Miami.
Yeah, you can see him bending back the head of the giant Trent Brown.
So they'll line him up at the 47-yard line. Patriots on the move once again. Tom Brady has not missed on a pass. He's 10 of 10, 91 yards and a touchdown. Best ever regular season to start a game was 12 of 12. Fake it. Brady. And there's the incompletion. He tossed it at the feet of Rex Burkhead. It's 2nd and 10.
Smart throw away by Brady. Burkhead was surrounded by about 4 Dolphins as they anticipated that screen pass off the play action. And Tom wisely threw it at the feet of Burkhead.
We asked Tom about Burkhead. He said he's a nice mix between Sony Michel and James White. combination because he is an explosive runner, but brings a lot in the passing game. He thinks he's a big addition at this stage of the season, just keeping him healthy. That's the key. Edelman in motion on 2nd and 10. Play action. Brady steps into a throw. Tip. Incomplete. Jerome Baker got a piece. And it's 3rd and long for New England.
Yeah, the rookie out of Ohio State did a good job of getting deep also before it got to Baker. It looked like Akeem Spence may have got a finger on it as well. Patriots very fortunate to not have that one picked off after the deflection by Baker.
3rd and 10. Miami leads at 14-13 over the Patriots. Shotgun for Brady. Rush coming. Brady pulls the trigger. On time. Julian Edelman, 1st down. Perfect pass from Brady against Torrey McTyer. Stepping in for Xavier Howard.
Look at the job by Gronkowski, just redirecting Cameron Wake just enough to give Brady the sight line to Edelman. And a good job also by Cannon coming over, as they're very well aware of Cameron Wake's ability to rush the passer. He has 96.5 career sacks.
First meeting was a 38-7 win for New England over Miami back in week 4. That's when the Dolphins were riding high at 3-0. And they got plopped back down to earth. Brady, deep shot, touchdown! Cordero Patterson, a cannon from Brady. 37-yard strike.
Yeah, we talk about all these young quarterbacks that have a cannon. Well, this is a cannon shot by Brady. About 40 yards on a line, perfectly leading Cordero Patterson into the end zone. What a fantastic throw by Brady.
He had the step or two on Walt Aikens, and Brady did the rest. Patterson hauling it in. Patriots 19-14 lead with the extra point coming. Gostkowski right down the middle. 10:32 mark of the 2nd quarter. Brady spreading it around. 5 different receivers. Patterson right on the fingertips. Oh yeah, he's got it for the touchdown.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Forevermark. Discover the Forevermark Tribute Collection at forevermark.com. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Lowe's.
.5 minutes of game action, 5 touchdowns here in Miami.
You got a problem with that?
No, hey, I struck a nerve there.
I kind of like high-scoring games in Miami.
Right, having Air Coryell flashbacks. And with that, let's check out the Fouts Focus.
All right, let's go back to the touchdown. T.J. McDonald's going to blitz here. That leaves Jones covering this side of the field. So it's one-on-one with Patterson and Walt Aikens. And it's no contest. That little move to the corner, and then the perfect strike and the sticky gloves of Patterson.
And Dan, through the years with New England, it's really not all about who they throw to. It's who they throw at. They find the right matchup, and they zero in on it.
And one more factor, who is throwing it.
Well, that's true. That part has been stable. Tannehill has time. Tannehill uncorks a deep one. Kenny Stills spills out for the grab. Jason McCourty over there. The concentration of Stills to haul it in.
Tannehill held this ball for an eternity, had faith in his protection, and then lets it go after taking a big hit there. But look at this, is that tunnel vision you're talking about. Focusing on the ball, eliminating everything around him, whatever defensive back is there, whatever the issue is, Stills good for 43 yards.
And Miami is set up inside the New England 35 in a shootout. First down, running play, Gore. Gore is brought down after Larson and Swanson created some space. It's a 5-yard gain for the 14-year veteran Frank Gore.
You always hear coaches talking about, well, you got to stay ahead of the chains. Well, that's a good way to stay ahead of the chains with a good solid gain of 5 yards on first down on the ground. Gives Tannehill a lot of options here on 2nd and 5.
Jerron Harmon, when we asked him about Gore, he said, well, he's a Hall of Famer, still effective running in between the tackles, and he gets really low to the ground. That makes him tough to bring down on initial contact. 2nd and 5 for Tannehill. Quick hitter, Tannehill to Kenny Stills. The zigzag move, and Stills has a first down for Miami. Devin McCourty got faked out on the play, 10 yards for Stills.
Well, and he's got help outside. Parker's there, the rookie. Jessic is out there patiently setting up those blocks to pick up the first down by Stills.
New set of downs for Miami. Dal Loggins in his first year as the offensive coordinator, formerly calling plays with Chicago and Tennessee. Dolphins go empty here. 5 receiver set. Tannehill, a wobbler. He got hit, and it's incomplete. Dante Hightower came firing through.
This is the answer to the 5 wide receiver set blitz. Both Flowers and Hightower there to crush Tannehill. He wanted to go to the tall rookie tight end, Jasicki, on the outside, but that pressure forced that ball to come out wobbly.
Jasicki, rookie out of Penn State. A.J. Derby was officially placed on injured reserve earlier this week. Former Patriot. Handoff. Kenyon Drake loops to the outside. Drake leaves his feet. And Drake stays upright. Forced out of bounds. Davis and James both pulled for Miami. And that's 10 yards for the Dolphins.
Good patience by Drake as he lets his big tackle, Juwan James, get out in front with a crushing block. Stays on his feet after that hit and picks up enough for the first down.
And now Brandon Bolden is in. He'll set up in front of Drake. Drake shifts out of the backfield on 1st and goal.
180!
Give it to Bolden. Bolden darts upfield. Touchdown! Second of the day, and a lefty toss into the stands after the score.
I said that Devlin might renegotiate. I think Bolden should renegotiate. That's just his 3rd carry of the season. He's been in the end zone twice as he runs over a couple of Patriots and goes in standing up.
And a spiral for the fans. Now McCourty couldn't bring him down. And Brandon Bolden, 7-year veteran, creating some memories against his former squad. Sanders for the lead. Straight through. 21-20. Miami Dolphins have been shredding this New England defense first half. Well, you have to go back 4 years. The last time Brandon Bolden had a rushing touchdown. He's got 2 today for the Miami Dolphins, and guess what? He's back on kickoff coverage. Sanders boots it. And these have not been close to returnable for New England. A lot of big plays so far, Dan, in this first half.
Well, we just saw Tom Brady air it out, 37 yards on this perfect strike to Patterson. Frank Gore got things started for Miami with a 36-yarder. How about Kenny Stills on the last drive with that catch, good for 43. And then Bolden with his first carry of the day, his first of 2 touchdowns, 54 yards. Big plays.
Miami, 4 plays of 20-plus yards here this afternoon. Patriots take over with Brady. Sidesteps and throws. Complete. Josh Gordon. He holds on to it after the contact. 18 yards through the air for New England and a first down.
Well, Patterson, it's just such a deep threat. He's got to get that respect from the rookie Fitzpatrick. Brady does a nice job at just subtly moving in the pocket, finding a little dead space there to give himself that extra nanosecond to find his receiver on the deep crossing route.
Second one for Gordon, 34 yards. He'll get a breather here with 6:49 to play in the first half. Brady is 13 of 15, 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gronkowski, the motion man. Play action. Brady pump. Brady throw. An opening. Oh, I'm not sure if Patterson saw it. Didn't even extend the arms. Minka Fitzpatrick was back there.
Yeah, it's a good corner route by Patterson. But he just was not under control there. And I think Brady disappointed, felt he had a ball on target. But it looked like Patterson was stumbling just a little bit at the end of that route.
Edelman goes in motion on 2nd and 10 for New England. Handoff. Burkhead slices through and picks up 3 yards. Kiko Alonso in on another stop for Miami, the Dolphins' leading tackler.
He came into today's game, this week's games in the NFL, as the second leading tackler. Never comes off the field. He's in on every situation. Short yardage, regular base type of defense, and of course in the nickel and dime coverages.
Patriots are 3-3 on the road this season, but those losses have been lopsided. Detroit, Tennessee, Jacksonville. 3rd and 7 for New England. Brady in the pocket. Brady delivers to Julian Edelman. First down at the 34 of the Dolphins.
That's a crossing route, and they get the mismatch they want again. Of course, that's Brady finding his reliable slot receiver Edelman, working against the linebacker Edelman, good for 20 yards. Edelman now 6 catches, 51 yards and a score.
Yeah, Brady's going to take that every time. If it's Edelman and Alonso, advantage Edelman. Philip Dorsett is in for New England. 5 different receivers have caught passes so far. Michelle. Brought down by Raekwon McMillan in his second year out of Ohio State. And McMillan was one of the guys that pointed out when we chatted with him how different the New England offense is with that fullback, and the fact that they didn't respond very well to it in the first meeting. They feel better prepared this time around for what New England has to offer.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, but the Patriots have only gained 32 yards on the ground.
2nd and 7, Brady from the gun. Flanked on either side with Burkhead and White. Brady popped up in the air. Brady wanted to slap it down, and it's incomplete. Ziggy Hood got a piece.
A 10-year veteran Ziggy Hood going to go high with the left hand, working against Shaq Mason there. And then Tom wisely sees this ball, says you want nothing to do with the reception here, and just got enough of that ball. Or it looked like Charles Harris might have been able to pick it off.
3rd and 7. Patriots 6 out of 7 on 3rd down conversions in this first half. From the gun, they handle the rush. Brady, he hits Gronkowski. First down. Inside the 20.
Now we're seeing a very determined quarterback. Watch the ball placement here. Alonso with tight coverage, but the ball thrown perfectly again. And again, Brady finding the mismatch he wants. First on this drive, it was Edelman against the middle linebacker. This time, it's his reliable tight end, Gronk, against Kiko.
Patriots now in the red zone, trailing 21-20. Fake the handoff. Brady steps up. Brady floats one. End zone. Caught by Gronkowski. Touchdown, New England. His first catch of the season in the red zone. And a Gronk spike in South Florida.
And Bobby McCain cannot believe he didn't pick this one off. Watch McCain from the right side of the screen is going to come up on top here of Gronkowski and let the ball go right through his hands to the big tight end. From interception to touchdown. Another beautiful throw by Tom Brady.
And Brady not moving as well as he'd like. He's got the athletic training staff next to him.
Yeah, he does wear a brace on his left knee. That's the knee he injured a couple of years back. It didn't appear that he got hit anywhere,
nope.
But he has been under constant pressure.
Extra point, Gostkowski. It is a touchdown party in Miami. We'll come back in 30 seconds after this from Farmers Insurance. Old-fashioned shootout, 27-21, New England in front. Gronkowski with a touchdown reception. Let's send it downstairs to Evan Washburn.
Well, guys, all of New England can take a collective deep breath. Tom Brady's just fine, maybe stumbled there a bit. Athletic trainers, team doctors checked in with him. Smile on some of the faces. He's all okay, guys.
Well, the numbers are certainly okay. 16 of 20, 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's better than okay for Tom Brady. Miami trying to match New England touchdown for touchdown. And right now, the Patriots have the upper hand, other than that missed extra point.
Well, his 16 completions have been to 5 different receivers. There's Gordon. And now Edelman, who leads all receivers with 7 catches. Beautiful fingertip catch by Patterson. And then the concentration by Gronkowski with Bobby McCain coming over the top and actually making contact with his head. He still made the catch. We've had 7 touchdowns in this first half, and 6 of them have gone 75 yards on their drives. And only 1 short drive was after the block punt.
And Dan, right now, the goal for Miami, use up all this clock, 3:49, and you have the football to start the second half. That first play isn't going to help. Dietrich Wise engulfing Gore along with a Landon Roberts. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Dolphins. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Dolphins have been great in close games. 6-1 in 1-possession games this season. And under Adam Gase in his 3rd year, 19-6. When the score is within 8 points.
You see the Patriots giving Tannehill an amoeba look on defense. Only 1 down lineman, and that's Flowers right over the center.
Kenyon Drake.
And that was an interesting play choice. Go right at that type of defense. It's not a good run defense. The Patriots anticipating a pass from Tannehill. Were crossed up by Gase calling the running play.
107th all-time meeting, including the postseason. First time that each team has scored 3 or more touchdowns in the first half. Dolphins lead the all-time series with a mark of 54-52 against the Pats. This is only Miami's 2nd third down play of the first half. It's 3rd and 4. We're down to 2:25 remaining, 2nd quarter. Tannehill, pump. Tannehill in trouble. He is sacked. Kyle Van Noy.
Well, this is what this defense is designed for, to give some confusion in the pass blocking and in the quarterback's mind.
2-minute warning. Now here's a special look at Clint Eastwood's The Mule in theaters Friday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the new Wendy's Bacon Maple Chicken Sandwich. And by The Mule, starring Clint Eastwood, in theaters this Friday.
Yeah, we try to give you some culture here. The Art Basel exhibit over in Miami Beach. Yeah, that was specifically for you, Dan, this weekend. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, Coach Cowher, NFL scores and highlights all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. So 2 third down plays in the first half for Miami. Both have resulted in sacks. We know that New England has already gotten to Hawk once with a block. Hawk averaging 45.5 yards per kick this season, and flags fly. Darren Rizzi pointing. Pete Morelli's been actually pretty quiet in this first half. Only 1 penalty on each side.
Defense, neutral zone infraction, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
And it's Adam Butler. It was on 4th and 12. Butler had a sack last week in the win over Minnesota. So they'll move him up a bit. 5 yards for the Dolphins. And Julian Edelman will settle in at the 23-yard line for New England. Handles the snap. Hawk puts it in the air for Edelman. This one's going to bounce. Edelman will take it on a bounce and veers out of bounds. Patriots have the ball with 1:51 to go first half. We're back in 30 seconds after this from Lowe's. That sack on Tannehill, by the way, was split between Van Noy and Jones. Van Noy got there first. Jones helped finish him off. And New England has 1:50 to work with. A give to Michel. Runs into a crowd and picks up 2 yards. Patriots have all 3 timeouts remaining. Michel has 11 carries for 31 yards. Only 34 rushing yards for New England in this first half. James White has not carried the ball, and he does not have a reception. White enters action with 74 catches on the season, and he is closing in on the team record by a running back. Tony Collins did it back in 1986, 77 grabs. Brady looking, and he was trying to hit White. Incomplete, 3rd and 8.
And now you would anticipate timeout being used by Adam Gase, trying to get to good field position at the end of the first half here with all 3 of his timeouts, unless this next play is successful for the first down by the Patriots. Patriots have been excellent on 3rd down, 7 of 8 so far in this first half.
On 3rd down, Brady will throw it underneath to White, trying to split defenders, will not get to the line to gain. Jerome Baker and Torrey McTyer make sure of it. And there's a timeout called with 1:01 on the clock. Miami has 2 remaining. Coming up, Verizon halftime report. JB and the rest of the gang back in New York. Scores and highlights around week 14 in the NFL. That's all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. First catch of the day for James White, picked up 8 yards. And now New England will kick it on 4th and 2. Ryan Allen is averaging just under 46 yards per kick. It's been so consistent throughout his 6 years with the Pats. Amendola standing at the Miami 19. Just over a minute to play, first half. A little bit of pressure. Wobbly punt. Amendola's got it. And it punched out of there by Patterson. Out of bounds. 49-yard kick, a 9-yard return. All right, let's take a look back. Super Bowl 23, the first Super Bowl here in Miami. In this building, the Bengals and Niners, Joe Montana to John Taylor, the go-ahead touchdown. 34 seconds left. San Francisco a winner, 20-16 over Cincinnati. And of course, this season, CBS is the home of Super Bowl 53. So 2 timeouts remaining for Miami. 51 seconds left. Need to pick up in the range of 39 yards to get Jason Sanders into a kickable area. Tannehill brought down. He tried to spin away, could not. Ryan Tannehill got chopped down.
That was his own teammate that chopped him down. And Tannehill's shaken up. Watch his feet here. One of his offensive linemen is going to step back right on that right ankle, turn the ankle, and Tannehill in obvious pain.
Jawan James stepped on Tannehill. Eventually, Butler and Simon, who were providing some of the heat, got there. And Tannehill winced immediately with 36 seconds left, second quarter.
Watch the pressure right side of the screen.
Ooh.
There is the shot to the ankle by 307 pounds. Jawan James just doing his job, trying to keep his man away from the quarterback.
And Brock Osweiler, who has played quite a bit this season because of the shoulder injury sustained by Tannehill earlier this year, is getting ready. And Tannehill is walking gingerly to the Miami sideline.
What a freak injury that was.
When we talked to Ryan Tannehill, he said everybody's excited. We know what's at stake. It's always big when you play in your division, but this one has the added importance because of the playoff scenarios. So Tannehill has to make way for Osweiler. Right ankle injury for Tannehill, got stepped on by his right tackle, Jawan James.
And he'll head right to the locker room for further evaluation, but that look on his face and that little bit of a limp doesn't look good.
So it's 7-year pro Brock Osweiler in on a give to Kenyon Drake, and it's blown up by Claiborne.
And now New England should use their timeouts.
43 seconds left. And the Patriots have 2 timeouts remaining. Tannehill just gave a thumbs up. A long walk for Tannehill.
Yeah, and such a big part of his game is his ability to run. He even told us that there's opportunities on third downs for him to pick up first downs with his legs because of the cover 2 man that the Patriots prefer in passing situations. But he will not be running much the rest of this afternoon.
We're going to find out if he's throwing the rest of this afternoon. 3rd and 23, Osweiler. Former Bronco, former Texan. Signed that huge deal with Houston and then spent just 1 year. He gets dumped. They pin their ears back and attack Osweiler with Adrian Claiborne. Another 3rd down sack by this New England defense. Simon gets there to provide initial penetration. Also Trey Flowers. So New England converged on big Brock Osweiler.
And in talking to Belichick last night about the lack of sacks, just 19 coming into today's game, he said that's really not all that important. It's pressure on the quarterback. It's hits on the quarterback that matter, because that affects the ball, and that opens up the opportunity for potential pass interceptions.
And Dan, coming into today, New England was 3rd in the NFL in pressures. So maybe it hasn't been equating to sacks consistently, but the defense puts heat on the QB.
And Miami has given up now 35 sacks on the season.
It'll be Hawk awaiting the snap right at the edge of the end zone. And another block. Patriots get to him again. And the ball gets knocked around. McClellan. New England has done it twice.
And both times they've taken advantage of the long snapper. Right here in front of Ebner is McClellan. And watch this move. Hits his right shoulder and then from his knees makes the block on Hawk. Unbelievable effort by McClellan.
A Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens. Last year, a torn ACL, and he has given Darren Rizzi and his punting unit fits.
And the thing that the special teams have done so well this year with the punting game by Hawk is flipping the field. They flipped it twice in the most negative way here in the first half.
New England looking to strike with 30 seconds to play, first half. Brady, shotgun. Brady will toss it away. Nothing cooking downfield, so Brady had to deal with the pressure from Gottschall and got rid of it.
Yeah, Gottschall fighting his way to the pocket. And Brady with the obvious throwaway and then protecting himself by getting down, not absorbing any type of hit from Gottschall.
2nd and 10. The punter Hawk. It's been a rough afternoon. Fake the handoff. Brady. Short of the goal line. It's hauled in by Gronkowski. 21 seconds left on the clock. He got hit by TJ McDonald after the catch.
That's his own coverage, and the timing between Brady and Gronkowski perfect. Gronkowski turns around, the ball halfway to him. Good concentration after taking this big hit in the small of the back from TJ McDonald.
Yeah, most players, they take a hit like that to the back, the ball pops loose.
Well, and
not with Gronk.
He's had back problems
He
too.
has.
You wonder why. He's taken a lot of shots like that in the back.
This year it's been the back, it's been the ankle through the years, it's been knees. 1st and goal. Patriots trying to add to their lead. White shifts to the backfield. Brady. They'll toss it away. 3 seconds come off the clock. Pressure from Cameron Wake.
Now Brady is 18 for 25, and he's thrown the ball away 3 times. His numbers will be off the charts here in the first half. 232 yards passing and 3 scores.
2nd and goal. Nobody among active players has sacked Brady more than Cameron Wake. 10.5 in his career. 2nd and goal for New England. Brady, deep drop, hurls it back of the end zone, too high for Chris Hogan. Hogan had a step on the defender.
And I guess Brady's human after all, because this is one that gets away from him. Spinning away from the pressure here, and about a foot too far for Hogan in the back of the end zone.
Robert Quinn put the pressure on Brady. 3rd and goal for New England. 14 seconds to play, first half. Gronkowski in motion, and a timeout taken.
Miami, 3rd and final, team timeout.
Miami has used its last timeout. Patriots will face a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
And the Patriots cannot afford to run the ball and get stopped. So this ball will be in the air by Brady, either a touchdown or incomplete, so they can bring out Gostkowski for a chippy field goal try.
Dan, this is New England's 42nd offensive play of the first half. Miami has 24 by comparison.
And you wonder who's going to get worn down in this heat and humidity. It could be the Dolphin defense because of those numbers.
3rd and goal, 14 seconds to play, 2nd quarter. Gronkowski in motion. Shotgun. Brady avoids. Brady is sacked at the 10, and look out, clock is moving. 6 seconds, 5 seconds.
It's the worst thing that could have happened to Brady.
And it's over.
Yep.
This first half is over.
You got to throw that one away.
Robert Quinn. And the Patriots will not get a field goal attempt. They just left points on the field. Brady avoids it initially. Then when he tried to toss it at that point, he went down.
You can see the attention that Gronk gets, the double team by McDonald and Jones, and now Hogan one-on-one with McTire. Good job by McTire. Brady had absolutely nothing, and that spin out cost him 3 points at least.
A rare mental mistake at the end of this first half. 27-21, New England leading Miami. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Want to stay up to date? Hey Siri, show me football scores.
Getting ready for second half action here in South Florida. 27-21, the Patriots on top of the Dolphins. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, everybody. Iron Eagle, Hall of Famer Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. First, let's deal with some news. Ryan Tannehill left the game late in the second quarter with a right ankle injury. He jogged onto the field before his teammates, getting ready for this third quarter.
And you see he's got matching spats. That's so the defense doesn't know which ankle is hurt.
Do you know which ankle it is?
It was his right ankle.
Yeah.
It was Jawan James, but maybe the Patriots weren't paying attention there. But good sign for the Dolphins, obviously, to get him back in the game. Didn't throw the ball a lot in the first half, but they did make enough big plays to really stay in this ball game.
What a scoring spree this was in the first half, with New England and Miami trading touchdowns. Couple of big special teams plays by McClellan to block punts to set New England up, but the Patriots couldn't do anything with it at the end of the first half as Tom Brady absorbed a sack on third down, and then they just ran out of time. Couldn't get Gostkowski out there to attempt a field goal. So we start this second half with Gostkowski kicking it off. And this one will be yet another touchback. They'll have it at the 25, down to Evan Washburn with an update.
Well, Ryan, if you didn't see that Jawan James fell on the right ankle of Ryan Tannehill, you could tell by the cast that he basically has on that ankle in terms of the tape job. Watch his warm-up. There were some grimaces, and when he put weight on it, you could tell that he's still feeling it, obviously, but he's going to push himself back into this game, and it will affect his mobility. But Adam Gase just said, flat out, we have to protect whoever's at quarterback much better. The 4 sacks he felt like were a product of the stunts inside and not picking them up well, guys.
All right, Evan, Tannehill is in there to start this second half. 5 of 8 for 96 yards and a touchdown. Handoff to Frank Gore, bulldozing up the middle. And that ball came out. A fumble by Gore. They're going to have to peel off this pile. Gore indicating that his teammate got it at the bottom.
That's Gore's first fumble of the year. And luckily for him, the officials have deemed it Dolphin ball. Looks like Flowers is going to punch it out with that right hand.
Literally.
Perfect fist. Jab right down on the ball. That's just a heads-up defensive play by Trey Flowers.
Flowers, who welcomed a new baby into the world last week. Daughter Shiloh, born in Alabama. And Trey was able to get down there for the birth.
Please. Member of the ground
Lawrence
crew, come out,
Guy
please.
sitting on the ball.
They asked for a member of the grounds crew to come out. And there is a patch of mud in the area where the football currently is. It's chewed up. That's a major divot.
Yeah, you're supposed to repair your divots.
Yeah. So who would repair that one?
Those guys.
Yeah. That's going to need a lot of repair. That's moved earth.
Well, we did say that it rained earlier today. You can see how moist that sod is.
Yeah, who actually recovered is still a question. Flowers ended up giving the football to the officials. They claim it was Smythe.
The Lawrence Guy is going to land right on it.
Literally, he's on top of it. He's sitting on the football. And there's 81, the rookie from Notre Dame, sliding to grab it with his right arm and then get his left hand in there. Well, this is different.
And this is not going to work.
They're doing some groundskeeping right now, and we've got Evan Washburn down there.
Well, you know, on my side work, I'm a horticulturist and landscaper.
Really?
What I, in all seriousness, can tell you is that despite the rain, and look, some of the history with this field, it's held up really well, but there are certain spots where the sod can be woven or laid down, and if the separation is there pre-existing and it's hit at the right moment, which this seems to have done, it can open up a whole panel, and they're dusting it right now and trying to smooth it out, but this could be a real concern because players, as we know, their priority is safety, and if they see that field chopped up, they're not going to be too happy.
Well, and this is right where the next play will happen, is right on top of this replaced sod.
Given Evan's background, it could have helped. I don't know what his rate is.
Well, he's good at delegating.
That's true. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Miami retains possession after the cough up by Gore. Just underway here in the second half, 27-21, Patriots. Ryan Tannehill, right ankle injury at the end of the second quarter. Tannehill, pump fake, trying to get out of there, throws on the sideline and hits Kenyon Drake short of a first down and picks up a modest gain of 3 yards.
Tannehill looked pretty good getting out of the pocket there and making a difficult throw to Drake along the sideline.
So it sets up 3rd and 5 now for the Dolphins, who are 0 of 3 on third down conversions. In fact, all 3 attempts have been sacks for the New England defense.
Razor 54.
A 4 receiver set for Miami. Drake in the backfield. They give it to him. Drake, nice cut. Slithers through for a first down. So they caught New England a little off balance. Good block from Jesse Davis, and he turns it into a 9-yard gain and a new set of downs.
Yeah, Jesse Davis, right guard, and Juwan James, right tackle, doing a good job of clearing the way. Davis may have gotten away with grabbing that jersey of Adam Butler. Officials did not see it. Good pickup for the first time on third down by the Dolphins on the ground.
And a dime package for New England. Miami decided to run against the dime, and it paid off. From the 39, Tannehill. Quick dump off to Gore out of the flat. Dante Hightower there defensively. Penalty marker is back at the 29-yard line. 11-yard gain. Will it stand?
Illegal use of hands to the face, number 78. Offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
It will not. Laramie Tunsil has had a very good year at left tackle for Miami, called for the penalty.
Well, that's Tunsil, number 78. Watch the left hand go right to the throat there. Dietrich Wise with the pass rush, and the penalty wipes out a heck of a play by Frank Gore. Would have been an 11-yard gain and a first down.
So instead, it's 1st and 20 for Miami. Just 2 penalties on both teams. Dolphins go empty here. Tannehill operating out of the gun. Tannehill still hasn't cracked 100 yards passing, and it stays that way. Skies it over the head of Devontae Parker. The pressure from Lawrence Guy on Tannehill.
Yeah, they're getting after Tannehill pretty good. He took a beating last week against the Bills. He was sacked 3 times and hit a number of times just like that after he released the ball. But it's a good thing that ball was thrown too high, because Stephon Gilmore was right in position to make the interception.
So 2nd and 20 now for Miami. You seeing any problems with Tannehill and that right ankle so far?
Well, he looked good on a couple of plays ago getting out of the pocket. But when you can't step and really put pressure on that right ankle, you're going to see high passes.
Now we're going to see Adam Butler come crashing in on Kenyon Drake. It's a loss of 4 for Miami.
Well, watch number 70 get inside of Davis there with quickness and get to Drake in the backfield. It's a heck of an athletic move by a guy who weighs 300 pounds.
Another undrafted free agent. Amazing what the Patriots do year in and year out, finding players for their system. This is a three-man front. That's it. They're daring Tannehill to throw it. He does to the former Patriot, Danny Amendola. And he's brought down to the 35 and picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 4th down. Kyle Van Noy with the tackle.
First catch of the afternoon against his former team for Amendola.
Spent 5 years with the Patriots, won 2 Super Bowls, and now Matt Hawk has to face the pressure again.
Well, they better find out where McClellan is, 59, jumping around here. They're going to run away from him. Rugby kick.
Yep. Hawk puts it in the air. Edelman tried to spin, could not. And he is dropped at the 21 by Akins on special teams. A 46-yard punt. Patriots with the football, a 6-point lead in the 3rd. Another statistical accomplishment for Tom Brady, 16th season with 3,500 yards passing or more. He gives it up to Sony Michel, who zigzags his way. Brought down before he hit the 30-yard line, and a gain of 7 for Michel. Peyton Manning, 16. Brady, 16. There's Favre, Breeze, and, of course, Dan Marino. Line of scrimmage is now the 29. Marino, number retired with the Dolphins, number 13. Michel, second effort. And it's a gain of 1. That's it. Quinn and McMillan collaborating there for Miami. So now 3rd and short for New England. First possession of the second half for the Patriots.
You think Marino would be a little bit higher in those lists if you were playing today?
Yeah, I mean, I'll speculate on that. It's conjecture, but yes.
First quarterback to throw for over 5,000 yards. Lucky, number 13.
And this is a 3rd and 2 for the Patriots. James White is in. Shotgun, Brady steps, throws, incomplete, flags fly. Edelman the intended target. 2 flags on the play. Rashad Jones made a leaping attempt at an INT. And now the officials will come together and sort through this.
There are 2 fouls on the defense. Holding, number 55. Defense, that penalty will be declined. Holding, number 24. Defense, that penalty will be accepted. 5 yards, automatic. First down.
So they got 2 young players, Baker and McTire, on holds.
Here's Baker on Gronkowski. Not much of a hold there, but this is definitely one on McTire on Edelman, because Edelman was the intended target.
So this drive remains alive for New England, now at the 35-yard line. And they're going to go with the old fullback look with James Devlin. Toss it to the outside. Michel, penalty marker at the 34. 2 are down on this play. And a little more airtime here for Pete Morelli. Could have been a horse collar. That might have been,
or a face mask, yeah.
You know, what grabbed the officials' attention. Just had
I think
2 calls on Miami.
I think Alonso did
both teams
horse
on the
collar
play.
tackle him.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, number 47, defense. Personal foul, chop block, number 69. Offense, those penalties will offset. First down.
So Kiko Alonso and Shaq Mason, the guilty parties. Offsetting penalties, 9:13 mark of the 3rd.
A couple weeks ago against the Jets, the Patriots turned back the clock and used Devlin as the lead blocker for James White and Sony Michel. Michel had a huge day rushing against the Jets. Went for 133 yards. You wonder if Patriots want to take the air out of the ball here in the second half.
On the handoff, Michel slides through and picks up 9, very close to a first down for New England.
Well, good block here by Cannon and by Mason. And it's a huge hole. Good move making the first guy miss. Raekwon McMillan, first-year player out of Ohio State, had a shot at Michel, but he made him miss and on his way.
Patriots are 11th in rushing this season, just under 122 yards per game. Michel again, forward progress will get him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains just across the 45-yard line. Time of possession is in favor of New England. Ryan Tannehill, 7 of 11, 109 yards and a touchdown for Miami.
You talked about the heat maybe wearing down the Dolphin defense. The Patriots have now run 46 plays here, and we're just halfway through the third quarter.
They lead at 27-21. Play action. Brady tosses it high over the head of Patterson and TJ McDonald in tight coverage.
Now, quick decision by Brady that time, because he has been getting pressure from this Dolphin pass rush. Patterson well covered by McDonald, and there was no hesitation in Brady throwing that away smartly.
Coming in, New England had allowed the second fewest pressures in the NFL. Only New Orleans had allowed less. Brady's been sacked 16 times this season before today. Toss and catch. Josh Gordon. Gordon, after the catch abilities, finally brought down by TJ McDonald. He makes it look effortless.
Yeah, just a little hitch route. Gets by Baker and then gets by the rookie Fitzpatrick. How about that shot by TJ McDonald? 29 yards on the gain.
Fitzpatrick took a tough angle, and Gordon made him pay. 3 catches, 63 yards. Patriots in business in Miami territory. Play clock down to 2. Brady on a give for Michel. That hole closed up quickly as he carries across the 25, hit by Gottschall of the Dolphins. We are under 7 minutes to play now here in the third. Nothing spectacular from Michel, but solid.
Well, this is a huge possession defensively for the Dolphins. They cannot afford to let the Patriots get a touchdown out of this drive. It would break their spirit.
James White in, toss it to Edelman. He drops it. Edelman looking to run before he brought it in, and now it's 3rd and 8 for New England. You know, they put the replay up in the big monitors all across the league, and players just automatically, their eyes go there. They want to see it.
And sometimes they see it during the play.
That's true.
Unbelievable. The concentration. Guys running away. Remember, Patterson on his kickoff return against the Bears did that.
They look up to see who's behind them.
In his case, nobody.
Nobody. 3rd and 8 for the Patriots. Brady steps up. Brady was hit as he throws, and that ball came out funny. 4th down. Dolphins got some pressure on him, and Brady couldn't get rid of it cleanly.
Yeah, it's Cameron Wake getting around Marcus Cannon, just enough of the right arm. And again, this ball in the air for an eternity. Fortunately for Brady and company, it fell incomplete.
You know, it's basically been a 1-possession game the entire day. This would make it 2 possessions, a 42-yard attempt. Gostkowski, he missed it. An off day for Gostkowski, the 13-year veteran.
Well, it looked good for a long time. You'd expect it to hook in, but instead it fades away.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by E-Trade, the original place to invest online. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. And by Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Missed field goal by Gostkowski gives Miami the football. Tannehill play action. And it's dropped. Amendola, the intended receiver. Penalty marker on the play, and it's all the way at the 40-yard line of New England.
It's going to be holding against the Patriots.
And Tannehill is limping
Holding.
noticeably.
Number 23 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's Patrick Chung on the hole. Tannehill took a hit from Dante Hightower on the release.
He's got
Or
to
not
push.
Hightower.
Yeah, he's got to push off. It's Van Noy that drills him there, but you can see he's having difficulty just planting that right foot. That gives you the power to get the ball down the field.
Dan, you think about it. Missed extra point by Gostkowski, missed field goal by Gostkowski, and mishandling the end of the second quarter, which would have been a field goal attempt for Brady. That's 7 potential points that would be on the board normally for New England as Bolden catches that one for Miami.
Now this is the first PAT miss in 38 attempts on the season for Gostkowski as he bangs the right upright. This 42-yarder looked good for a long time, but it's wide right in Miami. And they might, towards the end of the game, if they need a field goal, they might consider moving the ball to the left hash mark. Both those misses from the right hash mark.
2nd and 10 here. Ryan Tannehill operating out of the gun with the play clock winding down. Running play. Gore right through the hole for a first down into New England territory. Frank Gore, like a bowling ball, plows for 16.
Well, watch the block here right in the middle by the center, Travis Swanson. He'd been out with an ankle injury, but it does a good job on the combo block coming off on Humber and allows Gore to sneak through that hole. And that's a huge momentum-building play for the Dolphins.
Now at the 47 of the Patriots. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Play action. Tannehill. The catch and the curl by Gore. Off he goes. Frank Gore caught from behind. Gore is having a major impact here. That's good for 24 yards on the catch and run.
That's his longest reception of the year. He's going to get away from Roberts. You know, he's 5'9", goes about 215 pounds, but tremendous balance. Remember, this is a guy that blew out both his knees at the University of Miami. He's come back to be a Hall of Fame performer.
9 1,000-yard seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, over 14,000 career rushing yards. Tannehill in the pocket. Tannehill, end zone, touchdown! Bryce Butler on the receiving end for Miami.
Just a great throw by Tannehill. And how about this post route against Gilmore? Reaching out with Gilmore hanging on in the back, but he sees the man-to-man coverage, puts it out in front. First touchdown of the season for Bryce Butler, the newcomer here in Miami.
Formerly with Oakland and Dallas, Miami's depth was getting tested because of injuries to Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant at wide receiver. They signed Butler, and he is caught on very quickly. 7th round pick back in 2013 out of San Diego State. The extra point. Not through. Miami. We've been seesawing back and forth. Now it's the Dolphins in front. 28-27 in the third. 4 plays, 68 yards, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The 23-yard strike from Tannehill to Bryce Butler, whose dad played in the NFL for 12 years, a defensive back with the Atlanta Falcons. We've had 7 lead changes, but neither team has scored consecutively. Patterson takes it out of the end zone and stumbles across the 20-yard line. 9 yards deep in the end zone, Patterson elects to take it out.
Now this is what happens. Watch Gesicki go to the corner. That takes Chung out of the play. That allows Butler to have the entire field one-on-one against the great corner for the Patriots, Stephon Gilmore. But you can't beat a perfect throw and catch. Tannehill to Butler.
So New England takes over 1st and 10 at its own 21-yard line. Second touchdown of the day for Tannehill.
Pretty gutty performance on a real bad right ankle.
Fake the handoff to Burkhead, and that was a high throw to Gordon. Incomplete. Brady is now 19 of 31, 261 yards and 3 touchdowns. And you could see Tannehill working through that ankle, doing some lifts.
With a couple of off-target throws and a couple of throwaways, Brady is 1 of his last 7.
Offset in the backfield with Devlin and Burkhead is limited to a 1-yard gain. Kiko Alonso along with Gottschall and Ziggy Hood.
Well, watch the former Oregon Duck here. This is why he leads the team in tackles and is among the leading tacklers in the NFL. Good recognition, good quickness, solid tackle.
Brady dealing with the crowd and a 3rd and 9 for New England. Fake it. Brady. First down, Rob Gronkowski. A 13-yard pass play, and they'll move the chains.
Now, you just can't give Brady this much time against a zone defense. Good job of recognizing the soft spot in the zone by Gronkowski. And Brady came back to him. He was looking left all the way.
Yep.
Didn't like what he saw there. Found his big tight end. First down, New England.
It was a 3rd read for Tom Brady, and it turned out to be the right one. Gronkowski open. This drive continues. They fake the trickery. Brady will throw the deep ball to Gordon. Broken up. Rashad Jones got the assignment deep. Gordon looking around for a flag. NFL Today update. We send it to New York and Coach Cowher.
Yeah, and right here, Andrew Luck, his 2nd touchdown pass of the day, will find Zach Pascal on the sluggo. Right now, they lead 24-14 over the Houston Texans. Back to you, Dan and Evan.
And Coach, huge matchup in the AFC South with Indianapolis and Houston. Texans have been so hot after starting the season 0-3, winning 9 straight. 2nd and 10. Brady hits Gronkowski. Gronkowski, after the catch, has enough for the first down. Minkah Fitzpatrick with the stick, but it's 11 yards.
And 7 catches now for 91 yards for Gronkowski. He's going to school the rookie here. Give him a couple of bruises, too, right over the top of Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he eyeballs the down marker right there, dives and gets it.
First down for New England. Running play, Michelle. Robert Quinn combining with Raekwon McMillan. Picks up about a half a yard.
A lot of run plays on first down by the Patriots here in the second half. Looking to work the clock a little bit.
Patriots have 334 total yards. Miami just a shade under 300, 287. We have a minute 15 to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 9 for New England. Flag down before Brady snapped it.
Number 61, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
And it's on the right side, and it's Marcus Cannon.
Like Cannon was trying to get out early for this running play.
Caught the movement.
And give the crowd some credit. This crowd is into this game, making a lot of noise. Obviously, Cannon had trouble hearing Brady.
2nd and 14 for the Pats. Under a minute to go in the third. Brady has time. Brady, a bullet across midfield. Julian Edelman with the catch, and 12 yards for New England.
Nobody ever talks about Brady's arm strength, but he has still got it. That line drive shot to Edelman before 3 Dolphins can converge on the receiver. Another big throw by Brady.
Trying to crank it up here in Miami. Edelman had a few drops last week in the win over Minnesota. He's been tremendous today. 8 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Final seconds of the third quarter. Brady is sacked. Back at the 45. Bobby McCain, the corner blitz. And that's how this third quarter will end. A loss of 7 yards. We'll come back to Miami after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, the home of Super Bowl 53. A lot on the line here in Miami. New England and the Dolphins in a tight one. Patriots still focused on the #1 seed in the AFC. The first round bye. Miami trying to stay in the playoff mix at 6-6. New England has had problems down here in South Florida. They've dropped 4 of their last 5 games here. And now a 4th down after the Dolphins got the sack from Bobby McCain. Ryan Allen will punt it. Amendola standing at the 9-yard line for Miami. Not much of a rush, not a high kick. Amendola ranges back, and he's out of bounds. 46-yard kick. No yards on the return. Tonight on CBS, can a friend's suggestion bring a father and son together? A new God Friended Me. That's tonight after 60 Minutes, only CBS. Dolphins playing with the lead here as we start the fourth quarter. This is a team that was ranked 24th in rushing this season, 102.7 yards per game. They've got a $165 on the ground, thanks in large part to 2 runs. Bolden 54-yard run for a touchdown. Gore with a 36-yard run. First down from the Miami 8. 2 tight ends in this formation. Stop and go by Gore. Right up the gut for 8. Let's check in with Evan Washburn.
Well, guys, just keeping a close eye on that right ankle for Ryan Tannehill. And honestly, I would say the movement is improved a bit. What's most important is that he hasn't sat down at all. You can tell he's concerned about it stiffening up. And the longer they're on the field here offensively, it would appear to be the better. But the most important thing, guys, is they just have to protect him. He can't take many more shots on that ankle.
And Evan, we talked to him about the right shoulder injury. He didn't throw a football for 20-something days. They tested it after 10 days. He couldn't do it and just had to wait through it. That injury to the ankle took place at the end of the second quarter as Gore rumbles for a first down. He went directly to the locker room and then came jogging out before the start of the second half, before his teammates came out on the field as Tannehill was testing it. And look, in between the plays, he's not moving a whole lot. If he does move, he limps.
And you think about the surface of the field, how muddy it is, and how uncertain some of these plants might be. We already saw the grounds crew out here early in the second half.
Yeah, they dealt with a spot on the other end of the field at the 26-yard line along the hash mark. Tannehill, play fake, throws to a spot, and the catch is made by Stills. That's good for a first down. 13-yard hookup, brought down just short of the 35.
Well, Stills now with 5 catches, 94 yards, and a good sharp out route against McCourty. Almost spins away, but does get the first down. But the footwork by Tannehill, watch that right foot come down. He slides out of the pocket well. I think Evan is right about him feeling good and not resting that ankle on the sideline, keeping it warm by keeping moving.
Motion man Devontae Parker, 28-27 Miami with 12:50 to go in the fourth. Tannehill, play fake. Incomplete on the long ball. And a flag is down. Butler with Gilmore. That was the matchup on the touchdown for Miami at the end of the third quarter.
They're going to get Butler for pushing off. But this ball was
Pass
thrown.
interference, number 14, offense. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
But my argument on this ball was uncatchable. I think Tannehill was throwing it away. There's the push-off right there, but look at the ball, not even in the frame of the picture, landed about 4 yards out of bounds. You rarely see that call anymore on pass interference, whether it's offense or defense, but the judgment is, could either of the players, wide receiver or defensive back, make a catch on the ball?
So back it up to the 25-yard line for Miami. 12:46 to play in the fourth.
Gilmore had such good coverage. Tannehill saw it, threw it away.
The Patriots have 7 defensive backs right now. And a spin move by Drake, not a whole lot there on first and long. Devin McCourty with the tackle. Now, Gilmore has had a bang-up season for New England. You're talking about the lowest completion percentage allowed by a cornerback this year, and it's Gilmore leading that category.
He has 15 passes defensed, which is good for number 2 in the NFL. That's to go along with his 2 interceptions, but quarterbacks are starting to stay away from throwing at number 24.
Pro Bowler a couple of years ago as a member of the Buffalo Bills, then signed the big contract with New England, 5 years, $65 million. 2nd and 16 for Miami. Tannehill short drop. And the quick trigger. Oh, what a move. Kenny Stills. And he goes down.
It's short of the first down.
It is. And Stills just said, that's on me. I should have had enough for the first down.
Great move on Jackson right there. Stops on a dime. But now, for some reason, he goes down because he felt the pressure coming from McCourty. He went down a good yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, maybe even a yard and a half where they put the football.
Now this has got to be Frank Gore time. He's had an outstanding afternoon.
Nope. Tannehill is sacked. Simon brings the heat. And Miami will punt.
Second sack of the year for Simon. They're going to go with play action. They're going to try and sneak Gore out in the backfield.
That is the 4th sack of the day for the New England defense on 3rd down for Miami. And that noticeable limp by Tannehill along the sideline for the Dolphins. Hawk. Again, rugby style. Hawk doesn't get all of it. And it takes a New England bounce out of bounds. Miami has the lead, but Ryan Tannehill is hobbling. Patriots with the football. 4th quarter action coming up.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Kay Jewelers. For all the moments, for love, forever. And by Progressive Insurance, handing off big savings to you.
(28-27) Miami. New England with possession. Brady hits his man, Josh Gordon. Beautiful move by Gordon to take it into Miami territory. 21 yards, Brady and Gordon on the same page.
Yeah, it's just a sharp route, perfect throw. This is where he's so dangerous, is after the catch. Tremendous speed, but also 225 pounds.
And obviously the issues with Cleveland, but remember, they acquired him for a 5th-round draft pick.
Steal?
Oh, yeah. Brady feeds it to Gordon. Flag down to the 45. Gordon stretches to the 40.
And Fitzpatrick all over his back, either holding or pass interference.
It's a gain of 8 through the air. Clock is stopped with 9:46 remaining in the 4th. Missed field goal by Gostkowski. Missed extra point by Gostkowski.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 29. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
It is Fitzpatrick. the 11th overall pick out of Alabama. So New England can clinch its 10th consecutive AFC East title with a win today. That's never been done in NFL history, 10 straight division titles. And big picture for the Pats, continue the quest for the #1 seed. Shotgun for Brady. Puts it in the air. James White. That's good for 9 yards. Jerome Baker, the linebacker, with the tackle for Miami.
Well, Brady sees the man coverage on the outside, how soft it is. Baker, the linebacker, coming over real late. Brady now hitting 6 different receivers in his 24 completions. It's got to be a nightmare as a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense.
327 passing yards for Tom Brady, and now he's over 1,000 yards rushing. Officially, 3 yards for Brady. Is he going to get a plaque or something?
Yeah, he could make his own, couldn't he?
He could. No Xavier Howard today for Miami, out with a knee injury. He suffered it last week. 7 interceptions this season for Howard. And Tannehill is sitting on that Miami bench. 8:17 to play. Brady steps, throws to Gronkowski. First down, New England at the 15-yard line of the Dolphins.
Well, Brady's going to his big 3 this afternoon. Gronkowski, Gordon, and Edelman. This is the 8th catch now for Gronk. He's over 100 yards receiving. Gordon has 4 catches for 84. Edelman 8 catches for 83. And Brady with time to pick this Dolphin defense apart.
Touchdowns for Gronkowski, Edelman, and Patterson. Toss it to White. Took a big hit. White didn't go down on initial contact. McMillan and Baker combined. And picks up a modest gain, 1 yard. 2nd and 9 here for New England. Rob Gronkowski, 28th career game with 100 or more receiving yards. 2nd most in team history behind Wes Welker, who played for the Dolphins and the Patriots. 28-27 Miami. Brady through the hands of Gordon in a matchup with Kiko Alonso. Brady recognizes it. He tried to dart it over to Gordon. And now a huge play with 6:54 remaining in the 4th.
That was a really good play by Alonso and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Give the rookies some credit as well, as he was right on the back of Gordon. Gordon unable to pull that one in.
3rd and 9. Brady rifles offline for Rex Burkhead.
Boy, and Brady took a shot from Robert Quinn. Working against Trent Brown. He hits Brady right around the waist. A good shot. Brady uncharacteristic off target here. Patriots were 7 and 8 on 3rd down. Since that point, just 1 out of 6 because of this Dolphin defense getting tough.
And now it's the 4-time Pro Bowler. Stephen Gostkowski, 32-yard attempt for the lead. Gostkowski, he gets it through.
Left hash mark, just squeezed it in the right upright.
30-28 Patriots. 6:45 remaining in the 4th in Miami. 8 lead changes today. That's the most in any game that New England or Miami has played in franchise history. New Orleans, Tampa Bay earlier this season had 8 lead changes in it. Gostkowski, after the kick put New England in front, the kickoff to Drake. And it'll come up shy of the 25-yard line. That's where Miami will set up shop with 6:40 to go. CBS's Super Bowl season continues. Only 3 games left in the regular season. It's all about playoff spots. Miami takes on Minnesota. We'll be in Minnesota for that one. And then 2 of the NFL's toughest teams, Brady and New England, battle Big Ben and Pittsburgh. The NFL Today brings you complete playoff picture coverage. 12 Eastern on CBS. The return man was Kenyon Drake, and Drake is down on the play. We'll step aside with more of the fourth quarter after this.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network. Starbucks. Sip a cup of magic. And by Walmart. Light up Christmas at Walmart.
And a special shout out to our CBS Sports truck drivers. A lot of miles this season, especially in the last few weeks. Tannehill throws on first down. Caught by Kenny Stills, and it is a first down catch for Stills, who came up short on the last possession.
Yeah, good throwing lane for Tannehill. He puts that ball right on the 1 of the jersey of Kenny Stills. Still disappointed about that last series of plays when they needed 16, and he gave himself up after 15 yards and came up short of the first down.
Tannehill is 13 of 17, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns for Miami. Nick O'Leary, the motion man. Running play. Frank Gore accelerating into a group of defenders, and he picks up 4 yards, led by Dietrich Wise.
Now, it appeared that Kenyon Drake is okay. He came off the field under his own power, so sure that we'll see him again. It looked like it might have been bad for the Dolphins after that kickoff return.
Yeah, Drake still has his helmet on, just waiting for his chance. And Evan Washburn reporting that he is good to go. 2nd and 6 for Miami. We approach 5 minutes to play in the fourth. A 2-point New England lead. Another run. Gore runs into his own man. He hit Smythe, and that limited Gore's running room, and it allowed Kyle Van Noy to come over and make the play.
You see Smythe there getting stood up by Van Noy and then getting drilled in the back. Tannehill's hit his last 7 in a row. This is critical for the Dolphins.
Drake is out there, but Tannehill just ran to the sideline.
I don't think he was getting communication through his helmet.
Now they're going to have to take a timeout.
He came over pointing to his helmet saying, "I can't hear you, coach." They cost him down the road here.
Coming up, State Farm postgame show. JB and the gang back in New York. Scores and highlights all coming up on the State Farm postgame show. An immense play here for Miami. 3rd and 4 with 4:38 to go in the fourth. Shotgun, Tannehill. Tannehill pulls the trigger. Incomplete. It's off the hands of Stills with J.C. Jackson, the undrafted free agent rookie, in coverage.
Yeah, you got to make this catch right through his hands. His hands were not together. Jackson late coming over, almost picked off, but a huge drop by Kenny Stills.
And New England had no deep safety there. It was risky.
They came with a blitz to cut down on the time. Tannehill had to find a receiver. He found one, just was let down by one.
Hawk to punt it. This has been an adventure, but the Patriots don't bring pressure. High kick, bounces in the air, out of bounds. 35 yards for Hawk. Here's the playoff picture in the AFC. 1 game difference between Kansas City and New England. The Chiefs are in a dogfight right now. Remember, the Patriots have the tiebreaker after beating the Chiefs earlier this season. They also have a win over Houston. So if this thing shakes out in a different way, Patriots would have the advantage there. And meanwhile, for Miami, it's 6 and 6. The Tennessee win puts the Titans at 7-6. Baltimore is playing Kansas City as we speak. 4:26 to go in the fourth. On a give to Michelle, and the play was whistled dead. Flag came down at the 42.
Now Bobby McClain trying to call a timeout. A flag is down. They may have had 12 men in the formation on defense.
12 players on the field, defense prior to the snap, and the snap imminent. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
But they refused to acknowledge the timeout call by McCain, which would have maybe negated the 12 men on the field.
But may have cost Miami in the big picture, losing a second timeout.
They lost the first timeout on offense when Tannehill lost his communication in his helmet. Weird things happening.
And right now the Patriots are huddled up in that spot that was disheveled earlier.
Well, if Brady has to go back to pass, he'll be passing right through that spot. You can see the different color right here where that patch was laid back.
1st and 5. Give it to Michelle, and he's ridden down at the 35-yard line by Kiko Alonso and McMillan. 3-yard pickup for Sony Michel. And 2nd and short for New England. Clock is moving. We approach 4 minutes to play here in the fourth.
So Miami did not lose a timeout because of that penalty.
Michel, 18 carries, 54 yards. The Patriots have been held to 62 rushing yards today. They average just under 122. Brady, short drop. Edelman juggles and drops. And a matchup with McTire.
Boy, a really good throw by Brady and a drop pass by Edelman. Had the first down.
It's 3rd and 2 for New England. On 3rd downs today, Brady is 8 out of 10. Shotgun. Brady tosses to Edelman, and he gets to the spot for a first down. Rashad Jones with a tackle. It's enough to move the chains for New England.
You just got a feeling that Edelman said, hey, throw me another one. I'm not going to drop 2 in a row.
And the 12 men on the field gave New England the advantage early down situation. And they handle it on 3rd down.
And now they can work the clock. You see Brady look at the play clock in the end zone and know exactly when to snap the ball within 5 seconds.
We're going to hit 3 minutes to play. Give is to Michelle. To the outside. Sony Michel still going. Michelle breaks a tackle. And finally brought down inside the 25. But a penalty marker back at the 40 in New England territory. You just saw Pete Morelli.
Holding, number 46, offense.
It's Devlin.
10-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, Devlin trying to get out in front of Michel. Talked about him being like a pulling guard from his fullback position. Leading Michel right here. Watch the left hand. He gets a face mask call on McMillan, and that negates a game-clinching run by Michel.
2:53 left. Miami with 2 timeouts. And now New England facing a 1st and 20.
And again, they're back to that bad patch of the field.
Yep. They're playing in the divot. Running play. James White. The burst by White. Spun down at the 40-yard line. Patriots pick up 11. Clock is moving. 2:42 left. State Farm postgame is coming up. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Latest NFL scores and highlights all coming up on the State Farm postgame show. Josh McDaniels, his team has cracked 400 yards on offense. 4:06.
He was staring at the clock too.
2nd and 9. No hurry here for Brady. Motion from Edelman. Brady looks to the other side, zings it to Gordon. First down into Miami territory.
Now we're seeing what champions are made of. The holding penalty on Devlin sets them back, and in 2 plays, they get it all back and more.
And we hit the 2-minute warning in Miami. AFC East rivalry. Pivotal for both squads. We'll have the finish after this on CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FedEx. Possibilities, what we deliver by delivery. And by Garmin. Get a Garmin smartwatch and beat yesterday.
First down with 2 minutes to play in Miami territory. The give is to James White. No gain on the play. Sliding down low is Kiko Alonso. And a timeout taken by the Dolphins. They'll have 1 remaining. If New England runs 3 straight plays and doesn't get a first down, Miami will get the football with just about a minute left. If New England gets a first down, it's all but over. Not to the point where they could use all the clock, but it would basically be done.
And Sony Michel comes back into the game. I would not risk an incomplete pass in this case because of that scenario, and also because of the field position. If they run the ball twice more and then have to punt it, they will pin the Dolphins deep in their own end. And with a hobbled quarterback, make it very difficult for the Dolphins to keep their playoff hopes alive.
And now doing the math, if they get the first down, it's over. Brady, play fake, pump, throw, looking, home run ball, incomplete, and a flag down. Patriots were going for the kill shot.
Well, they may have got it with the penalty against Fitzpatrick.
Pass interference, number 29 defense. Automatic first down.
Gordon and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick turned around at the last moment. He grabbed Gordon's right arm.
Excellent call by the officials. A lot of times that's not seen. Brady with a beautiful throw to Gordon. Turns out to be a 41-yard penalty, and that should have been a added 15-yard or half the distance. Robert Quinn taking Brady to the ground well after the ball was gone.
Well, here's an interesting wrinkle, though, Dan. Because no time came off the clock in getting that first down, they can't just take 4 straight knees.
They may not have to.
Handoff to James White. So Miami makes the stop. That was the initial first step for the Dolphins. They've used their final timeout with 1:47 to go. Yeah, the anticipation is, oh, they run the football. Use clock.
Yeah. But
Not
it's New
New England.
It's not Tom Brady, and it's not the Patriots. You're right. They've won all these division titles and all these Super Bowls, as they often do the unconventional. But they have so much confidence in the guy pulling the trigger. Why not?
They go with an extra offensive lineman here with Adrian Waddle. 1:47 to play. 2nd and goal for New England. And now Waddle will head to the sideline. So making personnel changes here on a 2nd and goal. The best Miami could do is get the football with 15 seconds left.
Or they could just let him score here.
Bouncing, Michel. Gotcha with a stop. You do the numbers there, and then they'd have to hope for a missed extra point just to still be within striking range. So now New England facing a 3rd and goal, 1:22 left. And last gasp here for Miami. Offset eye. 3rd and goal. Give is to Michel. Slithering through. And Michel is chucked down by Alonso. It's 4th down. Gostkowski is getting ready, physically, mentally.
Yeah, and they can take a delay of game penalty. 5 yards wouldn't cost them much. The question, though, is the ball would be on the right hash mark. And that's the hash mark that Gostkowski's had trouble with today.
This is really a chip shot. Patriots have all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have the option. If they want to use the timeout, they can and will. Out comes Gostkowski, trying to make this a 5-point game. We have 20 seconds on the clock.
No timeouts to ice Gostkowski.
And it's been a shaky day for Stephen Gostkowski.
And the kicking game in general for both teams. 2 blocked punts by the Patriots on Hawk.
This is a 22-yard attempt for the Patriots' all-time leader in points. Allen will hold it. The 22-yarder is good. Gostkowski drills it. 33-28, 16 seconds on the clock.
Well, the mechanics are perfect. The snap, the hold by Allen, and Gostkowski clean through that ball.
10 plays, 69 yards. It took 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And Gostkowski caps it off with 3 on the board.
That's how good that snap was. Allen didn't even have to spin it to get the laces away from the foot of Gostkowski.
Long snapper Joe Cardona. So now 16 seconds remaining. And New England will kick it off. Miami has no timeouts left. They need a touchdown to win and to avoid 6 and 7. Kansas City, Baltimore in overtime. So it affects Miami as it affects New England. New England looking at it from the Kansas City perspective. Miami looking at it from the Baltimore perspective. Put it on the ground. Scooped up at the 15. And trying to run to the outside. And the cut made by Balaj with 7 seconds remaining. Bonus coverage is coming up. Baltimore and Kansas City, 24-24 in overtime.
Really smart kickoff by Gostkowski. Put it on the ground so that very difficult to have any organized return by the Dolphins.
Now with 7 seconds, maybe you have time for a quick out and then a Hail Mary for Tannehill.
And look who your Hail Mary preventer is back at the 15-yard line. None other than Gronkowski.
Seven seconds left. Tannehill will throw it, and this will end it after the shovel, or will it? Miami running around, circling. Oh, look out! Gronkowski didn't have the angle. Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle! Miraculous in Miami! Stills to Parker to Drake. A lateral heard round the world.
Unbelievable. Stills with a perfect lateral here. Gets it to Parker, then Parker to Drake, and from 50 yards away, he's going to run through the entire Patriot defense. And you're right, look at Gronkowski's stumble. He was the safety. Fantastic.
The laterals were legal.
And so was the toss into the stands.
Really
Remember,
on
at the
field
last
is
kickoff
confirmed.
return,
It is a
Drake
touchdown.
was injured. Had to be helped off the field.
Unimaginable what has taken place here in South Florida. The Dolphins have done it. They keep their season alive. 69 yards. Wow. Pure joy. Miami wins it over New England. How did it happen? The Dolphins improve to 7-6. The Patriots fall to 9-4. A damaging loss for New England in their quest for the #1 seed. And for the Dolphins, they remain very much in the hunt. Astounding. Down to Evan Washburn.
Line here with Kenyon Drake and obviously being swarmed by teammates. Kenyon, how would you best describe that final play?
To tell you the truth, I just kind of blacked out. You know, we practice that all the time in practice and walkthroughs. Obviously not wanting to be in a situation where we have to kind of be in that, but it worked to perfection. You know, praise to everybody that stayed around and stick with us. Coaches, fans, teammates, they made hell of blocks outside, and, you know, I just had to do my job and get in the end zone.
What's it say about this team that in that moment you guys stepped up and ready to make that type of play?
You know, we might be down, but we're never out, never. And it's a never say die mentality. You know, in our eyes, we got to win out to make the playoffs. And you got to have games like that. You got to have players like we have, coaches like we have. At the end of the day, all it's about is getting the win. It might be ugly, but I love it.
You've played football your whole life. Have you ever had something like that happen to you on a football field?
That's the stuff that dreams are made of, man. And I mean, honestly, I'm still in shock right now. I'm just like trying to take in the moment. This is great talking to you about it. I mean, I love it, man.
Enjoy it, all right, Ken?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Victory for Miami. And the South Florida woes continue for New England. 34-33, the final. Miami wins it. For Dan Fouts, Evan Washburn, Ian Eagle saying so long. It's time for the State Farm postgame show as we go to James Brown in New York.